Greetings everyone, General Roaster Rock reporting in, and welcome back to some more complex LCA Scythe. Yes, I knew it was Christmas yesterday, or whenever this comes out. No, I did not really want to put in any effort to making a Christmas special, because I don't have the need to really make a Christmas special when I'm one series in. Like, who am I making a special for? I mean, don't get me wrong, I know that we've already broken 100 subscribers, and I am so amazed at that. Don't get me wrong, I'm loving what I'm in right now, what kind of situation I'm dealing with. But I wish it was a bit more natural, because some of the biggest heads, Hexa, Ultraviolence, they've all been shouting me out practically all the time. It's been like just a constant string. I know Hex has just finished his Doom 2 Revisited playthrough, and just about every other description I've had my link to my channel on it. And I do wish it was a bit more natural so I could get to know the community a little bit better. But I'm taking what I'm getting, and I'm so thankful to have all you guys here. I'm going to make sure I deliver today. So, what we have is actually a very special case in Scythe maps. This is map 28, Run From It, and there's a good chance we're not going to be able to just stick around and explain it, because let me just go ahead and get in there so I can show off what it's like. So this map is special where you have to speedrun the whole thing, as you can see by the giant text run labeled right here. Go ahead and get these imps first, because they're in decent view, and the souls. Don't forget about the souls, they'll usually come around. So it's crossing one of these lines that will set off a crusher. And that crusher is off somewhere in an unreachable part of the level, and it will be crushing a voodoo doll, which will basically damage the doll and will do the same damage directly to you. So I think the time is, if you can't complete this level in 30 seconds, then the doll will get crushed and you'll die. So we're going to spend some time trying to set this up first. I think those souls are infighting, so that'll take some time. It's also a special case because this level does something pretty cool with the actor properties, whereas, as you might know, sometimes enemies on lower difficulties won't spawn because it will make the map somewhat easier. Well, it does the same thing, but with a set of torches that is on part of the track. And I'll get to that eventually once I can take care of these souls. They are taking a long time. Just take your sweet time. I want to stay on this map for as long as I can because it's a pretty good one. Yeah, I'm not going to make that. I'll barely miss them. They can come back down. There he... I'm not a very happy trigger finger, as you might be able to tell. You know, I think we'll be okay. Just keep it even. I think we'll be okay if just one soul is still alive, so we're going to take a running go at it, and I'll see if I can explain anything while I'm running. I'll probably have to focus, though, so don't expect a lot of talking. Let's do this. Alright, blue skull key here. Watch the chain gunner spawns. Of course, he had to block me. The one soul I didn't want to take out. Come around here. And you see those gibs. If those gibs happen a lot earlier than that, then you can tell that you're doing a pretty good job. Get this Revenant. Oh no, give me the Seer. Give me the Spear. That'll help a little bit. That was a pretty close one, because as you can see, the constant damage I was taking, that was not from the chain gunners. That was from the Crusher hitting the doll, because I was taking my sweet time, of course. But as you saw, after I rounded that one corner with the gibbed corpse, which that's a good way to tell if you're doing the map properly. If the gibbed corpse appears as you're running beyond it, that's a good way to tell you have some time left. Especially when you're doing it Ultraviolence. Because if you're doing it Ultraviolence, that part where I passed earlier, after the gibbed corpse, excuse me, I'm trying to get used to not slurring my S's whenever I talk. There will usually be a line of torches there, similar to the ones I had to walk around earlier. But since we're playing it on an easier difficulty, they weren't there, and I was able to complete the map with relative ease. I guess all that Christmas food is still lingering in my body somewhere, and just the tryptophan is hanging around. But I'm happy with how that turned out. This map, Hell on Earth, might take a couple of tries, because this is a rather difficult one, in all honesty. I hear a couple of noises I'm trying to decipher now. One of them was a Cyber Demon, I could tell that. Oh great, there's a Behemoth. He'll be able to get me all the way from over here, like he normally does. Take care of that, okay. Now, I think this map has 5 cyber demons. I want to say 5. 5's the magic number here. All regular shotgunners. Don't expect anything fancy from here unless I have to play this map like 12 times or so. Which may just be the case. Load up for the Archvile coming out. There we go. A big fault that many people do is they just stack their mines up in one specific spot. Whereas if a monster just touches them and then backs off immediately afterwards, they'll hit one mine, set them all off, and if they can rush like the legendaries do or some other monsters do, they'll likely just run by all your mines and just do nothing. Where's the vial? Where's the vial? There's supposed to be a vial here or something. Maybe it's the difficulty hitting me again. It's so weird. I thought that... How is he out here? He ran all the way back out here. Okay, so it's not the difficulty. I explained that one pretty well, but... How do you get... Okay, I'm probably dead, though, because I've never had to deal with the Archvile out all the way out in the open area. This might be a little bit tricky, then. He's targeting something else, though, so maybe he'll do some infighting. I think he's going for the behemoth. That's my best guess. Take out the spiders. The spiders will just wander around this map and take up a lot of space that you need to maneuver. What a shame, we just wasted all of our mines. No crying over spilt milk, though. Let's just continue on with the map. These revenants tucked up away. No crying over spilt milk, though. Let's just continue on with the map. These revenants tucked up away in these buildings. Makes me so angry if people put revenants up here. The beautiful use of sniper revenants. This is actually a much better place you can fight an Archvile in because you can block him with your body and he won't be able to get through. Never mind, he's already through. God bless you, Sniper Revenant. Never had a reason to actually appreciate them being placed up like that. Are you serious? Oh no. Now would be a good time to use the mines if I had any. A legendary assault captain in the worst possible spot. What am I to expect? We'll take care of him in a second. Maybe I have some satchels I can use. Give myself a couple more mines. And then I can lure him out here and... No, wait, no. Legendaries don't infight. Trying to go through all my strategy in my head again. It's the one thing you have to do. You have to have a plan with LCA. Anything could go wrong. It's about how you handle the wronggoings. That's what makes you do good. So... No, there's no satchels at all. I have no mines. They're all right here where the Archvile should have hit them. Oh, great. I hit him. For some reason, whenever you hit the guys, sometimes they just won't set off. There's a very rare case where that'll just happen. And I'm gonna use that as much as I can. Oh no. I hate that thing so much. It just snaps right to me. Fills my face with some legendary lead. You want to hear a fun fact? You want to hear the most fun fact about a legendary assault captain? If you can tank an entire blast at maximum damage, that counts the times 6 in their code, the 4 bullets they shoot, and the random times 3 from Doom's hit scan calculation, they can total up to 1,080 damage. It can take off an entire legendary Ultrasphere with one shot at point blank. Granted, it's really rare for every bullet to max out as they can, but the possibility still irks me beyond all belief. That needs to be fixed for sure. Nice, minigun. That could definitely help. If this Archvile stays here this time... I accidentally turned on no target, didn't I? Well, this is basically a dead run now. I just cheated. Grab a minigun, and then I accidentally turn on my no target key. Hold on. I might have to unbind that. There we go. That's my faith. You know, I've heard people talking about the cheating accusations in the last video, and I understand it. It's a trust thing. So, you saw me just accidentally cheat right there. Even if I could have just turned it off, it wouldn't have made it matter. Wouldn't have even mattered in the slightest, but I am that faithful to providing a clean experience that I'm just gonna have to restart my run, even if it's just something as simple as that. So, try this again. Another minigun. So I guess the last run didn't even matter. Oh wait, that's a cardinal, right? Just a cardinal hanging out outside? Where is he going? He's getting himself stuck, isn't he? If he gets himself stuck. Nope, there he is right there. As long as he doesn't get himself stuck where I need to go, that's fine. He can hang out in front of the window for all I care. I can just shoot him like this. Yeah, go on, take it. What an ease. Okay, that's not very easy to deal with if he's right there. I can't handle it though. Cardinals do not have that many game-breaking attacks like many of the legendary enemies do, so as long as he stays up there, as long as he doesn't come down to window level, we should be okay. It might take a while, but we'll be fine. As long as he doesn't do the Comet Storm, then we'll be okay. I hear something else flaming too, but it's not the Cardinal. Oh, he's getting himself stuck, right? I think he just got himself stuck, didn't he? Well, that's going to be harder to root him out then, because this one spot down here, this one spot that you have to exit the building through, Cyberdemons can get themselves stuck there. And it is the biggest pain trying to root him out of there. Hopefully this Archvile actually goes down. There we go. Yep, there he is. He's right there. Now I have to deal with him and the Horde of Revenants sitting right here. Hopefully I don't get shot by the other when I shoot at one. Is he coming out? Oh, thank God he actually came out. Thank God, but now he's at window level, so that's a bit dangerous. Gotta focus on this one too. I'm not gonna be talking as much as you're used to many other LCA Let's Players do. I don't want to call them Let's Players. Let's Players sounds like a slur term. It sounds like an honest racial slur. Let's Player at this point. Where'd the Cardinal go? I'm hearing his flame sound everywhere. I don't know, Hexa had the idea of calling them Doom Tubers. I think that name could use some refining, in all honesty. We could do better than that. But it's an idea. Categorization is an idea that I always liked. That's why I'm sticking with LCA for so long. I love categorization. I love increasing tiers. Easily definable tiers of enemies that you know what to deal with and how to deal with. Ooh, Lord. I have health. We're fine, we're fine. We're not dying just yet. Don't make promises you can't keep, you say. That's about right. Another godforsaken Cardinal! Why are there so many in this one map? It's like the third time in a row I've gotten a Cardinal in this one spot. Here we go again. I don't even have a minigun to deal with this time. Wow, okay. Trying to pull some cool tricks. Hopefully the Cardinal doesn't come down and hits me. The explosion from his Demon Tech BFG blew up my mind somehow. Or something else did, I don't even know. Come on. If we can kill him and he drops the gun, then we're fine. I don't even think I explained the Legendary Commando yet. Is that a second Cardinal? Maybe it's the other Cardinal, he just moved around really fast. That'd be really fast too, if he actually moved all the way over there. Come on. The Mancubi... This building is just one trap spot. You have no room to maneuver. From the Mancubi outside, the Revenants on the other side, and now I have a Cardinal just waiting for me to pop my head through a window. It's a pain. It's just a major pain. Come on, he's got to be closer to dead at this point. He's got to be very close, yeah. He's coming out. Well, this is it. We're done. We're dead. Careful. The Legendary Commando actually has a lot of strafe states that end up moving him backwards. So as long as we can not get stuck in the edge of the doorway, usually I'll just get spastic when I'm trying to do this level and do things out of order. So now I can't go in and take on the assault rifle zombie or whatever's in there until I kill this vial. So, now I have an assault shotgun from that Cyber Noble. That will definitely help a lot. Okay, what's in here? No Legendary Commando right now, of course. No Cardinal either. I'm surprised I didn't even hear a Cardinal. There is a Barbados up there, though, and he's going to take out every one of those Revenants because the damage from his poison clouds are going to just completely keep them from doing anything. But I know how to handle you, though. That's the difference. Come on. Yeah, at least float away a little bit. I'll deal with you later. Wow, he's taking out everything, isn't he? He just has a grudge with every monster on this map. I don't blame him. Or I don't blame every other monster, at least. I'd be killing Barbados first thing, anyway. There's an armor secret. I hear specters running around already. Diabolist. Great. As if I needed a hit-scan Archvile in this map. A hit-scan Archvile that reaches as far as he does, too. Might just have to do this the old-fashioned way. Taka-taka. It'll be a very slow and painful process, but it will take out an Archvile. Oh, Barbados is dead. Surprising, I thought he would have at least taken out a couple more clusters of monsters. Okay, no Legendary Assault Captain this time. No one-shot Legendary Ultra Sphere up here. Now we can actually continue the map. There we go. Now, as you might be able to tell from some of the tropes like this arrow on the ground, this map has a lot of influence from downtown. I think it's supposed to be modeled off of it as well. Which is a very unique design choice, since I know most of the city maps in Doom 2 are frowned upon as just not even looking like cities. This is a very good reinterpretation, though, because it just actually looks nice, and one of these 3D floor bridges that comes up. I love the use of the 3D floor bridge, the technical vanilla 3D floor bridge. I'm gonna kill all these cacos, they're gonna get annoying fast. Okay, one by one. They'll drop eventually. I find it very unique about some of the edits to some of the attacks for Complex Doom. I do think it makes for a better roster of enemies in Vanilla Complex. Especially since the original Cacodemons weren't even Cacodemons. They were actually Abaddons, or Abaddons, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Pretty sure it's Abaddon, but... It was the dark gray Cacodemon from Skulltag. They used him instead of the regular Cacodemon, so that he'd have an excuse to fire the 3 balls. And I thought that was very cool, very bold choice for a vanilla monster. I'm still glad we have the Hectobi, though, as the... excuse me. The Mancubi replacement. Is there another Barbados in there? Come on. I've already dealt with enough gassers already. Watch out for the Hexa. He did drop it, though. That's great, okay. Watch out for the Cyberlord rockets, too, because he can barely see that one corner, that one gap over there. Now we're a bit decked out. Get the imps. Watch the famine bounce. Let him come to us, so we can just knock him away. One more does it. Famines are very difficult to deal with in tight spaces where Revenant missiles are supposed to explode on contact. Since the Famine missiles bounce, of course. And the homing ones bounce, too. Making them even more difficult to dodge. Stop it. Stupid Watchers Homing balls. Why does about every other enemy in Complex have some kind of homing attack? Think about it, it's just about every enemy. See, the Devil Imps, they have homing attacks. Hit scans I don't even have to mention because it's practically homing by itself. I'm trying to think. Detect Fiend, that's not really a homing attack. Most of them do, though. There's a good number of them that do. It's very difficult when you have to maneuver through areas like this where, I don't know, homing attacks slid it right in. Kill the Hell Duke for the Pyro Demon. There we go. Knight's down. Kill the Hell Duke for the Pyro Demon. There we go. Knight's down. Getting close to that Barbados. Wow, that pushed him a pretty good distance. Come on, I want to push you two. Get in for this door. There he goes. Right off the edge. I think the Barbados was in there. Yes, that's him. Wish I had a stronger weapon other than... Yeah, we have plasma gun. Never mind. This will be good at distance. There is a secret BFG that we can get. Just a little bit later. That'll require some patience, though, because having to deal with Mancubile with a plasma gun, especially something like a Barbados, this oodles of health. There he goes, he's dead. They always explode with a gaseous burst whenever they die. Something in there with an explosive minigun. Maybe it's just an explosive minigunner. I can't yet, just him. Alright. There's another really cool 3D4 trick up here, too, that you'll be able to greatly notice. Take a look at the alcoves with the boxes on this side. Notice how the ceiling goes all the way up to the next floor. Where'd the other one go? Oh, he's dead. Killed both of them in one shot. That's always good. But once we go up here, you'll be able to notice that to cross the stairs and not get ganked by a Soul Keeper, I want to call them Pain Elementals, but their actual names are Soul Keepers in this mod. Get rid of this. Now you see the areas of the boxes, including the actual zombies that were loaded here. They've just risen up to make it seem like a second floor, and that is something that's just really cool. Watch the vial, loaded here. They've just risen up to make it seem like a second floor, and that is something that's just really cool. Watch the vial. Didn't forget about you. Well, I did forget about you, or I wouldn't have to say watch the vial. Might be an imp somewhere over here. Yeah, there he is. Don't want to be a poltergeist and him to do ice straight through one of these boxes. You know, everything that has to do with ice and LCA broken. Probably should have taken out a couple barons before I just straight up released them all. I can handle it though. It's nothing. There we go. Takes care of about everything. Go ahead and get that secret BFG. How did I miss that? I'm gonna have to strafe run on with it then. Don't know how I missed that. Supposed to be able to get on in vanilla, which where strafe run wasn't really used as a mechanic just then. One more vial. There we go. This is the BFG we're going to need, because I'm pretty sure a couple more Cyber Demons spawn down here. Get rid of the Diabolist first. One shot. Exactly what we need to be doing. Oh, it's just Cyber Lords again. Come on, I've dealt with worse in the last map. Come on. Give me 2 regular Cyber Lords after dealing with a Legendary. I have no problem with just dealing a couple of these guys. Wheeling and dealing, both of them. I'm feeling pretty risque right now. Let's armor up and let's just rush him. Let's see what happens. There we go. And there we go. There's no reason to fear Cyberlords, like many of the Complex channels do. Have to run behind corners and wait for their string of rockets to disappear. They're somewhat weak in their own way. Absolutely no need to concern as much as off the ice platform and have to walk. Do I have to concern about lunging myself off the ice platform and have to walk all the way back around? Handling it. There we go. A lot of specters in here too for some reason. Had to fill that enemy quota somehow. I think I want to say this map has every type of enemy, but there's no spider mastermind, so that's obviously false. The button, out this door, one more cyber demon, right? Yep. Do have to watch out for that, because when he might switch to his missiles immediately after it comes out of his patent state. No, I think we've done enough with the BFG. Come on, let's use a good classic. There we go. Got him. One more section. I didn't even really touch on this section with the yellow key bit. I think there's one more cyber demon up here somewhere. Again, it might be a difficulty thing, I don't know. I do want to say there's one more cyber demon. We'll see eventually. Out the Hell Knights, straight out the door. That was a weird flash. Did you see that? I saw that for sure. I don't know what happened there. Sandron's was probably bugging out again. I don't know why, but my computer seems to hate every type of Doom engine. Everyone, GZ Doom, Xandronum. I tried QZ Doom for a bit too, it just wasn't really my thing, and definitely preferred GZ Doom over that. But I don't know, just something about rendering all of the graphics just does not sit right with it. And I couldn't tell you what's going on. It's something to look into, though, for sure, and I'll make sure I have it fixed soon. I say soon because soon is just an easy word you can say when you don't know when it's going to happen. I'll have it fixed. I will have it fixed eventually. I think, yeah, watch the vial again. Every time I forget there's an arch vial somewhere, I'm just going to say watch the vial. And I think that should take care of the rest of the map. I got every secret this time. Don't even remember doing that. Imp down here. A couple more enemies I'm missing. Probably some Caco demons lodged somewhere. Don't quite know. The blue armor. 2 Cacos down there, right? Yep. Thought I could get both of them. That would be really cool if I could get both of them, but I don't think it's possible mathematics-wise and calculation-wise to actually get 2 Caco demons in 1 Hexablast. Be pretty cool, though. Now we take care of this last Cyberlord, and that'll be the low. This is murder. This is absolute murder. I had some trouble getting through the one part just because of those terrible cardinal spawns. Other than that, this is fine. We can just take it with the tracers. Yeah, what? He has the high ground? Yeah, high ground was really useful for you, right? Couldn't even manage it. But that'll do it. 2 more maps down, and that was a really short segment, too. Now, everything is telling me not to do this next map. And I'm not going to do the next map because it's definitely the hardest in this entire WOD and it will take me 50 minutes to do normally. As in, not dying once. If I don't die once, it'll take me 50 minutes. But you can expect it to be at least 3 times harder than Fear, because I just kind of blew through Fear somehow. That is, of course, next time. Thank you everyone again for receiving this channel as well as you have. Hope everyone's had a Merry Christmas. This is General Roastrock, signing off. Stay violent, everyone.